Hey guys, what's going on? Scott Barnes here, and today I'm thinking about trimming up the beard or mustache, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen, all right? I did a couple new things. We're gonna find out if the counter works. I put up a little, hopefully this works. It's like a kind of like a poll if you guys want to do it, and if it works, I might be shaving it up. If not, we'll see what happens. But lately, I've been eating some food, and I just have been noticing that people have been just looking down, and I think they're just staring at the mustache, and I think that I don't know, I'm having some thoughts about trimming it up, and we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, what's going on? Montclair, how's it going, dude? Please don't. Well, maybe a trim or something, because this, like right here, dude, this is getting out of control. I might have to trim that up or something. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But these are some things that I've been going through right now, where this part of my mustache has just been overgrown, and it just gets into everything. And I thought we could talk about some ideas about going around it, what kind of foods that you should eat, maybe more like finger foods to stay away from, because that crap's going to get all on your face. That's why utensils and things are going to be your best bet. At least leave the mustache alone. That's funny. This is a beard channel. We want to leave the mustache. So that's what I thought we would do today. Another crazy thing too is that Jack Malaco video. Man, I was not expecting it to get that many views. It was pretty crazy. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty nuts what people, or the reception was pretty good. I thought the reception was really awesome. So good call to you guys for suggesting that. I thought everybody enjoyed it. I want to do a video actually on Eric, and I actually might be in the works in doing that. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff around. And that's kind of, I have two more videos this week I'm thinking about doing. One of them's going to be, I believe, either a company, or it's going to be a post video of when I did not have my beard or mustache. If you guys saw in that last one where I just kind of had that jawline squared up. I don't know. We'll see. But I also was thinking about doing a video about Eric, because man, if people were liking that one about Jack Malaco, I might as well do one about Eric. Gabriel, I think the beard is getting too intense. Oh, you think I need to trim that up, dude? I'm telling you, man. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys what suggestions I should do. What's going on, Mike? Eric and Jack are great guys. I think so too, man. I think those guys, that's the funny thing. There's so many different companies that I've talked to and I've dealt with, and the best response I've had so far has been Beard Brand. Beard Brand's been a great company to work. I don't know, to just not only to work with, but just the response they have in the beard community, just with YouTube. I mean, I'm all about the Bearded Bastard. They do a great job with social media, but with Beard Brand, they do just kind of that little bit extra. I mean, going on YouTube and putting in extra comments, I think that's a cool. I don't know. I think that's a cool thing for a company to do. Is just always be on top of it. And I think that's what separates them apart. That's just me. Scott, buddy, make a Facebook group or What's Up group so we can put our picks. You will give us advice during live YouTube sessions. That's a great idea, man. I might have to do that. Kind of, and that's the new thing. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this. And let me know if am I super laggy? I'm watching on my screen. I hope I'm not laggy. It might just be my internet here. So let me know. If that's true, I might have to bring down the quality a little bit. I think I got it set way too high. We'll see. I want to see your neckline now. Great products. Want to see your untrimmed neckline. So remember, guys, a few videos ago, remember I wanted to match up my finger with my neckline. We're right here. And look how good it looks. So I just try to keep this part squared up for continuity, so it just doesn't grow too far out. But I'm feeling I'm pretty. Yeah, let me know how the stream's going, guys. I hope I'm not too laggy. My videos. You are a little laggy. That's what I thought. All right. Well, hopefully, encoder's overload. Yeah, let me fix some settings here. God, I hope I don't screw things up here and screw with it. Let me just go into the settings. Yeah, I had to put on the glasses. Let's see if I can just go into the encoder and then be done. Let's move this down to 3,000. Oh, that's probably why. There we go. All right, hopefully that stepped it down just a little bit. Hey Scott, my only issue with your beard is it's too square for me at the jawline. So do you think I should make it more round right here? You think I should make it... so here's the issue that we have as beardsmen, right? What happens is that we don't want to have our jawline going too far up and we have this V-line effect. We really want to keep everything kind of in a square, but as you guys can see, I do try to keep it in more of a round shape. That's really my goal. Now it's not laggy. Perfect. Montclair, thanks for checking that, man. I just had to change my bit rate down a little bit. I think, like you guys were saying, it was just a little bit overloaded, so we got that fixed. Greg, thanks, man, for that comment, dude. I really appreciate that. And that's, I don't know, I kind of, so I trimmed up this center portion here because I was getting a lot of stragglies in the front, but also I'm thinking about actually clipping. So here, I'll give you guys a good example here, and let's bring out some. If I comb my mustache straight over, it's probably down to about there. That's where my mustache is about sitting if I keep my mouth closed. I pull it down. So maybe I might trim that up, but definitely after eating a burger or any kind of food or anything, I'm starting to kind of smell the after effects in the hair, which isn't very, I don't know, I don't think hygienic. I think something's going on there that we need to fix. Scott, like the square. I do too. That's the whole, so my face shape usually is in that like rectangular effect, and that's what I try to hold with. And I think that's where I think a lot of beardsmen have trouble when cutting it. Like beard tube. Oh, that's a great, oh, mind blown. I should do a video on beard tube. He's got a great long looking beard, and when he trimmed his up, he did a great example. And I think Hazesh or that guy from Beard Brand, he did a good job by when you have a longer beard and it's staying down and it's, you know, it's really scraggly, you just pretty much got to just do a right across, and that's pretty much it. You know, maybe just kind of fade it going up a little bit to give it some sort of shape, but that's pretty much it. You really don't have to do too much. That's a long stash. I wasn't aware of that. Thanks, Oscar. Yeah, it just gets, you know, and that's something that a lot of people kind of misconcept because of. If you guys check out my Jack Malacco video, I talk about this, that when I usually have a mustache, because right now I have zero product in. I have zero mustache wax in, and it's naturally laying down that way. And I have read a lot of comments on that about how guys, now I know Jack is growing it out and he hasn't been cutting it, and I totally agree with that. But we have to all agree. We have to all agree that the hair just doesn't stop. That doesn't happen. Because if that was the case and I shaved my mustache and my beard, why would it keep growing? So it just takes time. And there were some comments on there that was like, you know, I can't grow this in one spot, and you just tell me just to take your time. Well, unfortunately, you kind of do, because I'll give you a great example, and I've told you guys this multiple times. What's going on, Oscar? Greg Bailey, yeah. Right here, I have a really soft spot on my chin, and I've said this even in my big how to grow out your beard and mustache from start to finish. I got a really weak spot right here. But after about 3 to 6 months, all those little white hairs, because remember, there's not just those beard hairs. There's also those little white fine hairs that support and back it up. Or even if you have darker hair, it's just going to be a darker, lighter hair. But those hairs back up and support it. So that's why when people say like, you're just telling me to wait. Well, yeah, give it 6 months. everybody usually, trims their beard and mustaches within the first 3 to 6 weeks. And that's not even a month. We need 3 to 6 months at least. And that's just for a younger or average beard guy. It's those kinds of things. Don't you ever try handlebar? Yeah, dude. And that's my favorite look. To tell you the truth, Montclair, it's like, that's my look. I like it. But there comes a point where it's too much. There just comes a point that it's too much, and it just gets in, it gets into everything. Oh yeah, looking a lot better. I was looking at the stream. I think we're doing a lot better now. What do we got here? Gail Blanco has just subscribed. I love it. I love those subscriptions, dude. I love my little thing going there. Bloop, bloop, right into the cup. We have twin beards, bro. Travis, I'm not used to seeing the blonde beard. Me too. And that's where I kind of found, or I kind of got my niche, because a lot of guys usually have the, it's either they grow it out, and if they do have a darker beard, they'll grow it out, and then about an inch afterwards, they'll get a little bit of red hair going on. And I think that's where a lot of the Irish roots, people don't understand about how big the Irish genealogy goes back to a lot of ancestors, because a lot of guys, they don't understand that, it's either you either got black hair, blonde hair, or red hair. That's it, unless you get the albino white, but it's either the black, blonde, or red, and it's a real rarity. And Eric's a great example. Van Holtz, he's a great example, how he is lucky enough to keep the hair with the beard. That's really rarity, and I kind of lucked out on that. My brother, a great example. If I brought him into here, he's got the like it's the same top, just like as me. It's red. It's the craze. And we're Swedish. We're Swedish, so it's probably, and that's where I think where my dad's side comes in. He's from my dad's side. That's another beard video I should do. So lots of ideas that are coming in, you guys. Really appreciate that. My stash is over my top lip now. That's perfect, Steve. That's where you want it, all right? And just keep going. Wait a couple more weeks, or even a month, and then there's this point where just all of a sudden you're getting this gap. Things are spreading apart. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing. Sorry about the hacking, guys. Mustache lasts about 4 months for the comers. It's a bit long, so yes, the hair does stop growing when it enters in the telogen phase. Oscar, I'm going to look that up. That might be a video too as well. The problem I have with that, though, is that it reaches a point. But okay, I have the Robin Williams hair, and maybe that's a good thing, right? Like your arm hair, because my arm hair, I'll I'll shave it up, grows right back, But there's that point, right, where it's at right now, where why doesn't it keep growing? Why doesn't it keep going? Montclair, beard, yeah, for sure. I don't know if I want to do that. Jack's doing it. Drew did it already. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if it's overplayed. For the beard, age of phase is 11 months on average, but the stash is only around 4 months. I wonder if that has to do with age too as well, my man. Because Jack, like I said earlier, is a younger guy. We wonder if that can play a big role in that. Scottish ginger looks. Let's strike that, reverse it. Maybe I meant Scottish versus the Irish. But you know what I mean, like when that genealogy comes in of why a lot of men have red beards versus the same color as their top portion of their hair. Biotin helps to grow faster. I agree. There are a lot of helpful growth agents that can help you out. And I'm actually a big believer in exfoliation and actually what do I call it? Flexing the beard out. So as long as we're always putting in product, we're putting in shampoo, conditioner, I think that's activating your follicle and giving it extra growth and strength. But yeah, I definitely think it plays a huge part, Oscar. I do definitely agree. These are things I definitely think can help out our beards and mustaches. All right, let me get one more sip. So the big problem that I want to alleviate, and maybe we can start with a little bit of scissors, is, let me put my glasses on because I'm out here. Remember I got my mirror behind me, so please bear with me here. So I might be not looking in the camera. But here's the thing that I wanted to describe in the Moloko video is that I'm combing it straight down now, okay? And I'll try it here. I'm gonna turn my mic down so I'm not blasting you. Oh, here, All right, guys, this is DJ Scott going on for you. Let's put on the really good vibes, all right? Let's put it on, and 1, 2, and there we go. Just a little bit of background music for you guys, all right? If it gets too loud or it's too quiet, need to boost it up, boost it down, just a little background music for you guys. All right, back to the mustache. If you trim your beard now, will you depart this square look? Geronimo, I don't really think so, because as long as you keep the line cut straight, that won't negate the square look. Because as long as I have length on my side beard, that's where I want to keep the square look. So that's what I'm saying. So right now I kind of have a little bit of roundish shape going on, but that's just because my neck beard's growing out, and if I push it down all the way, as you guys can see, it's pretty straight. There's just a little bit of roundness, and that's the shape I want to go for. There's no really big preference. I'm just trying to go for a square look with a little bit of shape. But you're right. I could get a little bit of trim right here and let my side grow. But this is growing a lot longer. That's the problem. This is growing, and also this needs to catch up. Brian, what's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Okay, so here's the scoop, all right? So here's the walrus effect, right? It's growing down, okay? But once it's hit the lip, there's no wax. There's no wax, there's no product, but you guys can see it's automatically pushing to the side. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, and on my last stream what I did, I cut these side handlebars up, which are looking pretty good. I might trim a little bit more, but I just like that nice roundish look. So we can still keep, I already have it in line, guys. We're just going to keep this. We're just going to trim it up maybe about a ½ inch, and we're going to come around, and we'll just do it like that, all right? Okay. Oh, by the way, is there a freaking poll? You know, I put up maybe it's going to come afterwards on the damn, on the chat. I don't know. I don't know if I did that. Maybe I did already. Oops, sorry guys. Double do. Okay. So I'm going to come under, and then I just want to create that shape of going around. So I'm going to start and put my finger in the middle. I'm going to push it to the side. And then kind of like your hair on top, this is like the left side. This is the left side of my lip. And then I'm just going to follow the curve. Yep. And see, there's a lot of scraggly hairs right here. That's pretty much it. So it's not too dramatic, guys. I don't try to go too dramatic. Now, another tip for you guys. It's good to keep the shape, but we always have to go down on the mustache, so we know that we have the mustache flexed. So here's a good example. See how all the scragglies are coming out? That's just because the hair is not combed where it needs to be versus where this side of the stash is. So I'm going to comb it down a little bit more. I'm going to try to pull it in the direction. And usually you can get some more scragglies out. So I think every time I cut a little hair of my mustache, I think a fairy dies in Neverland. So if you guys hear some pixies dying, that's because of me. And that's my comb. I also like to use my finger by pushing down on my... I was also pushing down on my mustache, just as I would on maybe my side of my hair. I'm just pushing out to show the scraggly hairs that I need to cut. That looks really good. There we go. So look at that. So we got a longer mustache, and this is pretty much what we're doing. We're just kind of shortening it up. And look what I did. I kind of screwed up a little bit, but we'll fix it. See how it's coming through and it's coming down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush this down a little bit, and then I'm going to follow it through, trim it up, and we'll be done on that side. Look at that, man. See? So it's not that big of a dramatic cut, as you guys can already see. And the nice part, and I think this is the biggest key, is my mustache already has a natural lay on it. So even though that I cut it, it's not going to go back into that walrus effect. So let's do the other side. We'll finish it up, and we should be done for the mustache. So once again, get your comb out. See, this could be a rookie mistake right here. Get your comb out. Brush it down. Good God Almighty! Look at that sucker. You can see right through that, and you can see my lip. Look at the difference. Holy schnapples! Look at that. That's like Eric. That's like Eric Van Holz. You know, that's like his natural look, man. Right? That's what he likes. Oscar, all hair grows down when it's long enough, but the mustache, apart from the middle, naturally grows to the sides. Yeah, I think some people it does and it doesn't, because the mustache is just a mess. It's just a mess. I've stopped trimming my mustache under my lip. It messes up my whole support system that pushes out to the side. Yeah, Brian, exactly. And that's a great example. Greg has a good video on stash trimming. Oh, I should check that out. My homemade Xbox. I don't have a homemade Xbox. I do have a lot of other homemades, but I'll show you those later. All right, so back to it. We're almost done to this side. And then I'm going to go. So there's usually that notion against the grain, with the grain. And on the mustache, it seems that I'm going against the grain. Because that way I can kind of flex out and show the mustache hairs that I want. And to tell you the truth, it just seems that a lot of the hair is coming from right here. All right here in this section. So, hey, and look, it's doing the same thing as we did to the other side, right? We're creating this loop effect. So what I want to do is right here, look, I still can pull it down. And look, it's still touching my bottom lip. See? So I didn't affect that walrus effect. It's still going to be pushed out by my bottom lip. Okay, so let's finish it up right here. Yeah, dude. I sound like Steve-O, right? Yeah, I did. That is my full-on California accent right there. Now, one thing that you guys really got to look out for is the lip beard. Okay, you really can affect some things here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. When I lift this up, all this lip beard hair, look how long this is. Okay, so just make sure when you're cutting that mustache up that I usually like to put like a finger or something under it. That way I'm not trimming or cutting any length of my beard or my lip beard. And I don't know about you guys. And I don't know about you guys, but my lip beard part of my beard is one of the hardest, not only, but the most, it just takes forever to grow. And also, like, I like to kind of pick at it a little bit, and sometimes I'll get some hairs. It is just so frustrating, I tell you. How long your soul patch length? Okay, so that's a great question that I want to, that I think we all need to go over, okay? And I actually recently did this, and we can probably cut this up, okay? If you guys look on the soul patch right here, I'm trying to find it. I got a couple hairs that are growing like longer than they should. And maybe this is a good example of the mustache, right? That I think all soul patches just grow until about right here. And then after that, it becomes really I think outgrown, or it needs to be trimmed up or tamed. And so what I like to do is I like to keep pretty much a big U shape. And then once all the hairs are consistently grown out that long, I'll cut it to that shape, and then I'll keep it there. And then if something grows out, out of proportion out that, and I'll cut it again. So right here, I'll lift my lip into my teeth, and right here, I got one long hair. Here I got one. So you guys can see I just keep like a one long big U shape. So that way it should be blended really well into from the soul patch into the chin. Because this is, like I've always said, this is not my strongest point. And that's actually the Achilles heel of having a blonde beard, is because unfortunately, these look like pubes. The soul patch, unless that's why I'm saying, like, you got to keep it trimmed up. Unless you don't keep it trimmed up and neat, it's just this glob of nastiness. It's just way too unattractive. So if you can, maybe every month, just keep a shape that you want. If you wanted to keep in a square shape, just trim it and keep it in there, and just keep it nice and tight. That way there's always a cohesive look that you're going with, and it's just not looking like crap. All right, let's get the now, I think, I'm not going to lie, I did a really good job. I didn't do too much of a cut. And then, what do you guys think? You guys want me to put in some mustache wax? You can always, remember, you can always cut more, right? Don't cut too much. This isn't too bad, but this side needs a little bit of tame. Needs to be tamed a little bit. There we go. That's a lot better. Now, it's important, too, to remember that angle of the scissors, okay? But see, I still can close my lips, and I got a great looking mustache, and it just doesn't look like I got a bunch of pubes on my face. And I think that's a big, big thing. We'll see. I'm a fan of the epic mustache. I am too, Michael. I think, like I said, of all my videos, I think that's just a big part of the beard. I think it brings everything together. Gail, what's going on, man? The new guy here. Pretty good stream so far. Some people aren't graphic enough to explain, and I love whoever gives their skin to kick goals. Don't know what that means, but all right, man. Yeah, hey, as long as you're eating good and you got a good diet and good exercise, you always have good skin. Does soul patch grow slower than other parts of the beard? I believe so. That, for me, it does, and that's where I think that's where a lot of beardsmen need to know that different parts of our beards and hair are going to grow in different speeds and at different lengths. So that's why I always recommend, like these streams are great examples. Each week, I really do just kind of a light buffer of a trim, or or a cut, even with my hair, and it does a really good job. So I just need to cut a little more on this side of my mustache, and I'll be done. And I say we throw in some mustache wax. What do you guys think? Okay, just got a little length right here that I just want to clean up. Looking good. Cool. Maybe a little too much there, but that's okay. Nope. We did good. We did good. Yeah, most guys don't have full underlip coverage, and that's where, that's where it separates the guys from the men. I'm all about having the lined mustache where it's just like, maybe I'll do it one video where it's down and you just cut it right on that upper lip, and all the hair is right on that upper lip. I'm all about it. I'm all about that trucker biker look. That's all cool, but if you want to have that beard with it, I think you really need to grow, and just grow it out with it. All right, so let's get some. Oh shoot, do I not have mustache wax? Oh no, I do. Good lord, but I didn't have mustache wax. I got lots of lengths in my mustache beard, but why would it seem like? All right, Legion, that can come with age, though, okay? You got to, first is going to be with age. That's going to have a lot to deal with it, because some younger guys have a lot more space and just a lot of gaps in their beard just because of they don't have much. I'm trying to think of the word. Their face hasn't come in full complete circle when it comes to their follicles all grown in and stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna put in a little bit of mustache wax. I don't need too much, just a little bit. So we'll put in just a little bit. It's mostly a Hispanic culture saying, I guess, doing your best even if it's a little painful. Gail, I disagree, buddy, because it's you know, I do understand that some. I got a buddy of mine. He has a Hispanic culture, and he doesn't have a really good beard. It's just this little patch and just some sideburns, and that's it. On the contrary, one of my best friends and one of my best jiu-jitsu partners has the thickest, and he is full he's full Hispanic, speaks full Spanish, and he's got one of the best looking beards of all time. I'm telling you. So I don't really necessarily. I think it comes down to genes. I don't know if that necessarily needs to culture. The culture. We have to have good genes, and I think that goes back to that Irish, that Scottish culture, right? We need to have a little bit of genes in our background to grow a good looking beard. All right, let me grab that. How to trim your sideburns. It's not on front. It's not. How to trim your sideburn. It's not on front. Well, I'll have to figure that one out. Hold on, give me a sec. I'll figure that one out. I have like a 2-inch patch on both sides of my soul patch right under the corners of my lip. You mean like this? I got the same thing, dude. That's where I really want to say that these just do not complement my beard at all. It's something that you're gonna have to push through, and just grow out. That's why I say if I were you, grow out your soul patch, grow out your beard, grow out your mustache, and then once you hit that point, trim it up, clean it up. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just cleaning up my mustache. We're gonna pull it to the side. Dude, and look at. So I think what I did right there is just make my mustache look really clean. Like I went and got it professionally cut. We're just adding a little bit of product. I'm unfortunately using a non-stiffening mustache wax. It's just more of a thickener. It's not a holder. There we go. Now we can bring out the handlebars a little better. What do you guys think about that? See, I'm all about the handlebar look. And look at it. It's a fluid mustache. Best part is, if I give it one more week, it'll all grow in, and it's just a great look. It's fun when you start talking like with other people, and especially the women. They start looking at you, and they just kind of do the. They start looking down, and you notice it. You notice they're looking at it, But I by far think that any guy is going to look better with a solid mustache and beard than just a beard itself. But back to the sideburns, I think just as long as you're keeping the fluidity with that jawline and your cheek line, everything should be good. Scott, if you don't have enough room for your motorcycle when you move, you can give it to me. All right, thanks, Gabe. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that, man. Homemade dirt bike 4 is yours, okay? I think only about 10% of guys don't have that. Have what, Oscar? Hold on. I think I have the 2 patch. Oh, no. You know what? A lot of guys do have that. This is a very vulnerable spot for a lot of men. And this is where, this is where a lot of tips and tricks come in for you guys to learn how to cover those spots. So I haven't put any beard product in, so I thought it's always fun to put beard product in with you guys. You guys, what did we do last week? Do you guys remember? I got early riser. You guys want to do a beard brand beard balm? I mean, we can do that. I got that Tree Ranger. We can do jelly. What do you guys want to do? It's all up to you. Brian, my eyes are up here, young lady. Dude, that's a good one. Oh, I like that, dude. That was a good one, dude. That was a good one. I like that. That was awesome. Excuse me. Up here, please. Dude, that rocked it. All right, all right. I also got a... I also put in some hair balm. Yeah, some hair balm, some pomade too. So why not get all primed and proper for you guys? Let's start with the top of the hair, all right? That way I can look good for the day, for the work. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Okay, so you guys got to remember every 3 weeks, go get your hair trimmed up, all right? Every 3 to 6 weeks, go get your hair trimmed up, all right? That's either on the top or the sides, depending on the length. If you like to keep your hair on the longer end of the things, then you need to get it more, you need to get it trimmed up more often. If you like to keep it shorter on the sides, you can actually go a little longer without a trim. But when it comes to the top, every 6 weeks, give yourself just a little trim and you will have a good looking haircut. All right. And all you got to do, I've gone over it every time, is we're just shaping up our hair, our ears. We're just putting a little bit of product into our hair. Give ourselves that cut, that haircut line that we want. Fold it over and we got ourselves a classic look. Okay. So just right there, we went from shaggy. I got a little spot right there. You can kiss my butt. But we just went from shaggy from the hair, right? Pull a little product in. We're looking a lot better. We got a little bit of mustache wax in already, okay? So we're looking good there. What side? This side? Why is this side going down? We got a little more mustache wax there. Let's do some tree ranger. Yeah, Travis? All right, I'm down. Let's do it. The soul patch will grow out to cover the patches below the lip corners. So Michael's got a great point, and I think that's where I was telling Jack and a lot of the mustache guys why that mustache is such an important piece, is that gap right there, right here, when you're growing it out and you close your mouth and everything's cool, that covers up and it helps those patches and not so strong points. So Michael's got a great point on that. Oscar, no, not really, to tell you the truth, because, for having my face for 25 or 30 years, it's kind of nice to have this accessory on, especially when it looks good. I'm not going to lie. To have the confidence to say that I look good, you guys need to have that too. I look good in my beard. That's what we want. All right. So we got product in the hair. We got product in the mustache. Put all of them on. The nuclear option. I like Jose where he's going here. Just do the suicide, right? Where you're getting the coke, right? And you're just going click, click, click. You're going suicide, right? Oh, man. I'm growing my beard for a year, but my neckline, cheek makes me look like a homeless person. Should I shave or just a phase? No, Weck, you need to shave them up, all right? My biggest thing, what I would do is, and I did this last stream if you want, use your hand, because... I did a review video about the Cut Buddy. I'm all about the Cut Buddy. Go buy the Cut Buddy. If you want to, go back. You can look there for all you guys. Go back to my video about the Cut Buddy. Go to the link. I get $1. They get $1. Everybody wins, right? But I've got a Cut Buddy, right? It's right there. Just use your hand. Find the cheek line that you want. Go an inch or a half inch higher than your line. Get your cutters out and just start shaving up and shaving that line right there, okay? And that'll give you a good line to start with. That way it won't give you that homeless look. It'll give you just at least some cohesive, at least shape that you're going for. I am 32. Hopefully I look 23, but I am 32, unfortunately, right? Or doing opposite day. A neighbor with an epic long beard that hasn't seen me in a while gave me a famous beard nod. Dude, nothing better than right? There's just something inside. Famous wacky tacky. Jose, that's great to hear, man. That's great to hear. Just something spettled upon that, and I just, maybe I just need to be motivated to you guys. All right, so we got some tree ranger for you guys. I'm gonna put in. Okay, let's be super big nerds and go. If every month of your beard growth is how many shakes of, or how many drops of beard oil you need to put in your beard. I came up with that. This is going to be the new thing, and Scott came up with this new thing because I think that's actually really true. And actually, let's start going off of this, okay? This is a big thing to think about, all right? And I think I might have to do a video on this. Every drop of beard oil you use should represent every month of beard growth that you have. So let's reverse that. I should have said it the other way. So every month of beard growth that you have, it should be every drop of beard oil that you use. So if you like to stay heavy, maybe if you're in a month, maybe 1 to 2 drops. If you're in 2 months, maybe 2 to 4 drops or 2 to 3 drops. Okay. So that is actually a really good telltale for you guys, for you new beardsmen out there. So like right now, this is probably my 4th month. I might be getting to my 5th. So I'm going to do a solid 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll probably use about 6, 5, 6. That's probably a good amount. Okay. Just cover them out with my whole hand. Yep. That's perfect. That was perfect. I probably could use either one less. I probably could have used one more, and that's exactly where you want to be. All right. So here's a good thing too that I do, right? This is a big bad habit that I do. I grab my beard and I squinch it in, all right? But to alleviate that and to not have that, I've talked about it before, that wavy effect. So when we're putting it in, we flex out, you know, there's not really a big, what's the word? There's not really a big, this is how you should put in beard oil. No, just put it in. Just make sure you're flexing it in. You're rubbing it in your cheeks. Everything's good, right? You're putting it in. So the last thing I like to do is I like to take my thumbs as I flex it out. If you don't have like any combs or anything to put it in, I like to take my fingers. I like to pull it out, get everything nice and straight like I would if I had a comb. This is my comb. And then as everything's nice and straight, I'll bring it out like the LeBron effect, right? And then I'll take my back of my thumbs. I'm coming to the sides, and I'll just bring it right down. That's it. Okay? Not the best in the chin, but that's where the twirly brush is going to come in, all right? But yeah, just take the back of your hands, come down. Back of your thumbs, come down. And then that's a good way to use beard product if you don't have a comb. But I don't know about you guys. I don't know where it freaking went. Where'd it go? I've lost... Oh, it's in my lap. Hello. I'm going to make a manly brush out of this so I can sell to you guys, okay? This is like the Achilles heel of everything. Same thing. You're going out. You're flexing out. You always have to do this after putting in product, okay? I think you can always put in product without a comb or a brush. But I mean, I let you guys know this all the time that I at least get 2 to 3 compliments a day. How straight or how nice my beard looks. No joke. No joke. So flex it out with the comb, same as you would if you didn't have it. And this is the nice thing with the bristle brush. You can make it nice and straight. And then same thing. I'm not going to twirl down. I'm just going to hold it and just bring it down. And that way you won't have that inner wave effect, okay? That's where a lot of beardsmen screw up is they come in, they keep twirling, and then they go into the neck. You don't want to do that, okay? That's where you have lots of problems. Especially right here. Lots of beardsmen have this problem. See, look, it can even happen to me. It comes right here, it comes in, and then it comes out. So make sure you're coming out. Even up here on the cheek line, you're coming up, and then just come down. No twirl. Come down, no twirl. All right? Those are some good tips for you guys right there. Look at that, man. That keeps everything nice and straight, okay? Look at that, dude. Kick butt. Kicky booty. I probably could use a nice little clip up on the sides. Maybe we could do that next week if you guys want to, all right? How do you trim your sideburns since can you see them as easily as your mustache? We might, you know what, Montclair, I might do that for you. How to trim your sideburns since you can't see them easily as your mustache. But you can. That's the thing, though. You can see the sideburns. That's why I say, I'll show you here in a second. I see what you guys are saying. Gabriel, can you start streaming later? Well, yeah, dude. Does that work better for you guys? You know, do you want me to push it back till 3? What works for you guys? Psalms 13:2. It is like the precious oils upon the head, running down on the beard of Aaron, running down on the edge of his garments. Michael, I like that. I'm actually going to go look that up in my Bible, dude. I'm actually going to put a little check mark in there, dude. That is actually really cool. I did not know that. That is a cool, that's a cool scripture, dude. I like that. Psalms is a great book, dude. Psalms, I'm trying to think some of my favorites. John, Luke, Matthew, those are good books. Ah! Okay, so let's get to these sideburns that Mr. Montclair has been talking about. So you have a problem. So when you have a fade going from the side of your beard up to your ear line, you have to be really consistent. As you guys can see, see how this fade is going away, and I'm getting a lot more hair up here. So I gotta put my glasses on for this one. So what we need to do is on the sideburns, turn this down for you guys. We need to keep this fade going along as shortest point right here. So if I take my clippers, this point right here needs to be the shortest point for my sideburns. That way, this can be the thickest part and this will be the thinnest part. And see, it looks like what happened is as I was fading, this got a little too short right here and this got a little too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fade this up as short. Well, what I needed to do is I actually needed to cut up my hair, and I faded my beard, and I should have faded my up part of my hair. And so for you guys, take your clippers out, find that edge that you want your sideburns to be, and then come out. And that's where that cut buddy comes in. Just follow that line. Same thing with the other side. Just follow that line where you want. Come out. And you should be good to go. Yeah. There you go. But the biggest thing that I need to do right now is I need to get a haircut and frame that up. And we might do that next week, actually. That might be a good thing for us to do. Now, the unfortunate part of doing all this crap is now my desk is full of beard hair. And that'll be fun to clean up afterwards. Oscar, I'm not the best when it comes to pronunciations, man. Especially with my eyesight, dude. It's either I need to wear the glasses or I don't need to wear the glasses. And my biggest fault in life was not passing proper English or spelling, okay? So I do apologize if I misspell or mispronounce your name. But that's the unfortunate part with Google and YouTube. I just named my name Scott Barnes. You know, I mean, I understand that's not the hardest thing to spell, but man, when it comes to the foreigns, it's tough, dude. It's tough. I did the same, by the way, in the hospital at the moment. Came across same beard color, haircut. People were doing double takes. He works here. That's crazy, Greg. That's crazy. It's really weird it's actually really fun actually when you come across another beardsman. You kind of get to. It's actually kind of weird. You kind of stare in each other's eyes, and you kind of, as Brian was talking to before, you kind of doing the. My eyes are up here, dude. You need to look up here, you know. But we get too envious and we get kind of, hey, I want that beard. That beard looks kind of cool. But it's nice because one of my buddies, if you actually check back a few videos ago, one of my Brazilian jiu-jitsu partners was growing out his beard. But here's what was so funny. He never grew out his beard before, but he'd usually go about 2 or 3 weeks. It'd be a hot mess, and then he'd shave it off. And I was like, hey, dude, let's have some fun. Let's bring you in. Let's do a beard video about it. So he's like, all right, let's have some fun. Let's promote my Instagram. Let's have some cool stuff. And I was like, yeah, let's go. So we were doing it. We shaped him up. We did everything right. It looked awesome. So I was thinking hey, you know what? I don't know if it was going to stay or if he was going to keep it forever, but all right, Gabe, I might have to. I don't know if he was going to keep it, but man, all of a sudden I came in 2 weeks later, 2-week beard growth. He had it shaped up and shipped up nice. It was awesome. Or cut up nice. It was awesome. And what I did was, since I got a bunch of beard products and beard oils and stuff, I was like, hey, dude, have a extra beard oil. Dude, this is a good one. And what was funny is 2 days later, we were meeting up. He's like, dude, that beard oil you gave me was awesome, man. It made my beard extra hydrated. It was just really cool. I thought it was really, I thought it was really fun. All right, you ready to see one of my coolest homemades that I did? I think last week I showed you. Last week I showed you guys my mini screen. This guy is my. What do you want? Oh, now this guy is my portable Raspberry Pi, and let me give you guys a good example. Now this is just because Greg wanted to see it. Okay, this is all because of Greg's fault. Let me see if I have the. Actually, I might. Actually, let's see. So this is a Raspberry Pi. It's pretty much that arcade that you guys see over there. And it runs movies, emulation station, anything you can think of. And it's a 3D printed case. You can charge it via USB. There's the on button, and there's the SD card where you can, put your image there, and with a battery pack. One of my favorite builds that I ever did. It was just one of my favorites. So there's a homemade for you, buddy. I got tons more too, so maybe one day we'll do a homemade. Oh, hold on, one more. This isn't really homemade, but it's a hack that you guys can do one day. I know I'm kind of getting off subject, but so usually Game Boy Advance, because I'm an arcade nerd, they're not backlit. So what I did was I took this apart and I put a backlight in it. And this was really fun. This was a really fun build. So I like knick-knacking and patty-whacking and soldering and stuff. All right, guys. So I think at the end of the day, we need to appreciate the fact that just little things here and there, we can make our beard look really awesome. I put in some beard oil. We put in some mustache wax. We made some hair attempts to make the hair look a little bit better. Hair attempts. We put some pomade to make our hair look a little better. And we made our sideburns good. Last thing but not least, you guys, here's a great last tip. Just all it takes just to clean up those sideburns that we were talking about, just right here on the back. We can always take that clippers, just come to that back, put that razor on that ear, and just come on down. And just like that, it looks like we went and got our haircut. Okay? One more on the other side. Because I don't know about you guys, but going to the barber is just a feat for me. I don't want to take an hour out of my day, which isn't a problem. It's just I got a lot of crap that I got to do out of my day. And just to go to the barber, spend about an hour, hour and a half. On top of that, I got to spend $15 to $30. I got to pay him. I don't want to do that. I've got all the dang products at my house anyway. I got beard oils, clippers, and scissors, for my daily grind anyway. Why not just kind of use those things that I already got and just try to cut it myself? And there's no reason why you guys can't. I mean, it's probably one of the coolest things to be able to know how to do. That way, if I'm in a spot, I need to go and freshen up, or I'm going to a big event, I can do it myself right on the spot. I don't have to do it. Especially if you guys are out of town. Like, the last thing that I want to do is go to an unknown barber. I want to go to an unknown person that I don't know that doesn't cut my hair regularly. And then I'm out of town, I get it cut, they do a crappy job, or they don't understand what I want to do, and then I end up having a hack job. This way, every time that I cut my hair, it's consistent, it's the way I want it to look, and if I screw up, that's a lesson learned that I can, that I can put down in my notes that I don't want to look like that, my hair doesn't need to look like that, and, it's just an added toolbox to the list that I could do to my hair. And I think that, hopefully that you guys can all do that too. Well, I think we're counting down. I think we got 7 more minutes. We'll make this an hour long stream. All right. We've gone at this for a little while. So, Scott, have you ever made a copy of a game disc? Gabe, elaborate on that for me. Have I ever made a copy of a game disc? If you're meaning like PlayStation or something like that, yeah, I've done that before. But been coming here for 8 years. Jose, rock and roll, man. I know my dome like the back of my hand. So that's a big thing that I think Jose's got a good point on, because I can cut my hair the same way Jose can, right? I put it on the right time, on the right clipper edge that I need to do, And then I can actually just go right here, start clipping up, go up, go up, go up, go up, and I don't even need to look all the way on the sides. Pretty easy to do. After a while, like I think Jose said, you'll be able to know your head. You'll be able to know where your cut and your hairline needs to be. It's a pretty awesome thing to do. Like I said, it's actually almost liberating too, because you don't have to, think about, okay, so Saturday I gotta get my hair cut. Wait, no, I can't do that. And it's just you do it on yourself. PlayStation, yes, I have. Original PlayStation 2 I done. PlayStation 3 I tried. It wouldn't do it. I tried so hard, but it just wouldn't work. I think they finally got it smart. I think that's when Napster finally came around. Napster just destroyed us all, dude. Napster took us out. My girl calls me because I spend all this time on my face and hair. I think that's the biggest misconception. There was a comment that I got on one of my videos that was why do men, or I think it was even on its own video, and it was why do men spend 15 or why do men spend so long on their beards? And I get it, right? Like why do I want to be that prima donna that comes out of the shower and I'm starting to blow dry my hair, and I just, I want to go all frivolly and I want to go all crazy putting oils and pomade and all that stuff. Well, just as the girl gets her hair done, and I'm going both sides here. Just as the girl that wants to get her hair done, she wants to look sexy, right? She wants me to look at her and be like, damn, she looks good. Well, if I don't do that to my beard and I go out, I look like the homeless guy. I look like a shaggy guy. But like I said about 10 or 20 minutes ago, I get at least 2 to 3 compliments a day on my beard, and that's because I keep well care of it. It just takes your look from here to there, and especially the days that we live in of self-image. I think the notion of taking 20 to 30 minutes to get this done, flat out lie. I can get this done in 5 to 10 minutes. If I can, especially having the short hair. Short hair takes 2 minutes to dry. Beard takes 2 minutes to dry. You put in the product, you finish it off within another minute. I'm out the door within 5 or 10 minutes. But to say that, it's turning into like I'm a prima donna, I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. I mean, even my wife enjoys my beard looking groomed and well. She enjoys it looking good. What is the grossest thing that's ever happened to you? Gabriel, I think you've asked that before. Oscar, I think it should be 2 weeks max, and only with water. Could be. Hunter, what's going on, dude? From Virginia, my man. Well, Oscar, so there's 2 things when it comes to this, okay? The hair, yes. The beard, no. The problem with the hair, you do have natural oils in your hair, and it's a protectant against the elements. And what your hair is doing is it's putting in its own like pomade, if you will, right? Pomade is a protectant. That's what it's doing. And your hair is doing the same thing. It's putting in this oil that protects it. Now, the beard is different because the beard hair is what the heck? Come on, give me a break. The beard hair is different from your top portion of your head, okay? And the problem with that is that not only are we eating, right? But also we put our hands in, things kind of get messed up in our beard. So our beard is more susceptible to germs and bacteria. So when it comes to washing, Oscar, it's got to be daily. It's got to be daily. Even if it's just with conditioner, you got to exfoliate and just get that crap out. Same thing with your hair. You don't need to wash it, but you at least need to get it wet and you know, and exfoliate your head. And I can't, you know, I know some people still have have issues with this, but like as sick as it is, my brother had an issue with this. He was growing out his hair forever, like for a year, right? He would wash it, you know, but he would never put his hands in there and dig at it. So when I was cutting his hair, dude, it looked like he was in the Head and Shoulders commercial. Just, oh my God, just all this dandruff would come out. And it's the same with that beard and mustache. And that goes along with that exfoliation follicles. There might be a hair in there that's stuck in that skin that needs to be exfoliated out and cleaned. So those are some big things that we need to do to actually like make our beard clean. Because I'm all about washing my hair, you know, every other day so it, you know, stays natural. But we also need to keep it clean, you know. Have you ever left your beard? But shaved your mustache? Gabriel actually used to do that a long time until about 28. I would grow out that line. I would keep that mustache on, off. Excuse me. But until I did that video of how to grow the beard and mustache, you got to grow the mustache out. It's just it is a combo. It is a combo. I'm old. Radiation killed my beard on the right, dude. That sucks. So I only have an epic stash now. That's okay though, Mike. Just like you said, man. Use what you got. Unfortunately, that had to happen, but I'm glad you're alive. Use what you got. And as long as you got a great looking mustache, that's what you need. That is what you need. I believe part of your character bleeds into the way you take care of yourself. Beards are a great example. Patience. Jose, that's great, dude. That is awesome, man. Cancer does suck, dude. That's why we got to kick cancer in its ass. You guys, I think this was probably one of the best, if not the best, I said that wrong, the best stream we've had so far. All right, let's get this going. OBS worked good today, man. Hope I wasn't too laggy for you guys, but we rocked and rolled it. Now with see, that's unfortunate with that radiation, man, because my aunt had to go through it, man, and it'll rock and roll your body, and I hope you find some alternatives with that, man. So it's just not a pleasant thing. It is a ravage on your body, you know. So I'll be praying for you, man. All right, you guys, I wanted to say thanks for coming along. We had a kick butt viewership this time, man. I think we topped 25 to 30. Oh my gosh. Lydia, Idea? I'm so bad with those names, guys. I'm so sorry. If you got a better way to pronounce your name, please, by all means, spell it out for me in a grammatical way. But doing great, you guys. Thanks, Michael, for that, dude. I appreciate it. You guys were a great audience this time. I will, dude. I will, Jose. We'll next week, we'll do something fun, too. I'll either be doing something on Eric, I'm thinking, or we'll do something on a product or a style. All right, you guys. Can you use the bar of soap to clean your beards? No, you cannot. That is a no-no. That'll really dry out your beard. That's another good thing, Hunter, that we could probably talk about next time, or different products that you should use in your beard versus things that you shouldn't. Bars of soap, just like as if you used it on your skin, that actually dries out your skin. That's why we want to use moisturizer after. I know this sounds crazy. That's why you want to use moisturizer, you know, like lotion and stuff after you shower, because a lot of those soaps can dry out your skin. That's why a lot of people don't recommend washing your hands so often, because you can actually create a dry hand effect and crack and all that kind of stuff, but that can be in another video, all right? Hey, thanks, Greg. Do appreciate it, man. No worries, dude, but we can always do it next week, next time. And like always, you guys, you can like and subscribe. Favorite, like always. Check me out on Twitch. I'm probably going to be streaming tonight about 5 or 8 o'clock, so that's kind of a cool thing, too. If I'm not streaming during your time or hour, I'm always going to be streaming later on another platform for Twitch, so it should be fun. I'm either going to be doing some Fortnite. Black Ops has been killing me, so we'll do something fun. So check me out on Twitter, check me out on Twitch. Love you guys like always, and I'll see you on the flip side.